My family texted, "We need distance from you. Please stop contacting us completely." My uncle was the one who packed them up. I simply replied, "Of course. I'll cancel my direct deposits first thing." By midnight, the family. My name's Jordan. I'm 31, the oldest kid, the one who fixes printers at holidays and gets called when someone can't log into their email. I do payroll for a clinic. Numbers don't scare me. People do a little. I rent a small one-bedroom, keep my receipts in color-coded folders, and buy the boring groceries first. Eggs, rice, coffee, so I don't talk myself into stupid spending. In my family, that makes me the stable one. Translation: the wallet. Sunday night, I was at my mom's place because I promised to drop off an extra folding table for my cousin's birthday. The kitchen smelled like dish soap and overcooked chicken. My sister Tessa was leaning on the counter in a brand new jacket she couldn't afford, scrolling with two thumbs. "Don't forget the rent transfer." "Banker boy," she said without looking up. I set the table down. "Tessa, please don't call me that." Dad laughed like it was a joke we all loved. "Come on, Jay. Lighten up. You know you're our sponsor." Sponsor. Like I was a logo on the back of their jerseys. Mom slid a tray into the oven and didn't turn around. "Your sister's moving up to a nicer place next month. It's safer. She can't do it alone." I felt my jaw tighten. "We talked about this. I'm not paying another security deposit." Tessa finally looked up. "You said that last time, and then you paid. Don't be dramatic." She saw my face and rolled her eyes. "Oh my God, you're really going to make me beg." "I'm not making you do anything," I said. My voice was even quiet. "Practiced." My aunt wandered in for a fork and caught the air between us. She froze, then clucked her tongue like I was a fussy child and walked back out. No one asked if I could afford it. No one asked if I wanted to. Dad stepped closer. "Son, family helps family. We didn't raise you to be selfish." Selfish? The word hit the spot in my chest that never healed, right? I stacked paper plates. "I'm not having this conversation at the sink because you know you're wrong." Tessa said, "You just don't like how it sounds." Mom finally turned around, dish towel in her hands. "Enough, Jordan. You'll figure out the deposit." "Tessa, say thank you." I stared at my mother. She said it like it was done, like my answer never mattered, like I was a line item on their grocery list, and we'd run out of me. My phone buzzed on the counter. Family group chat lighting up with memes from the party, confetti emojis, plastic smiles. I silenced it and went back to the dining room. I told my cousin happy birthday, hugged two kids I barely knew, and slipped out before dessert. Outside, the air was damp and cold. I sat in my car and didn't start it. Hands on the wheel, forehead on the leather, breath fogging the dash. My chest felt hollow and loud at the same time. I kept hearing, "Dad, sponsor." I kept hearing, "Mom, say thank you." I kept seeing Tessa's jacket, the shiny one she couldn't do alone. I thought if I was wise, I'd keep my head down. It's easier. It always has been. I didn't start the car. I just listened to my phone buzzing against the plastic cup holder. Somewhere behind those pings and the fake party laughter, I could feel something else building. Not rage. Not yet. More like a thin line stretching tight. You know when you pull tape and it goes silent and thin right before it snaps? That this didn't start in a kitchen. It started years ago with a second phone line just for emergencies. Then car insurance until Tessa gets on her feet. Then Mom's dental crown, Dad's truck tires, the family Netflix that turned into the family phone plan that turned into me pretending I didn't see the international charges. I told myself it was temporary. We were recovering from Dad's lost job. Tessa was between gigs. Mom's hours got cut. There was always a reason. There was always a new month. Payroll people live by schedules. Mine were ugly. The first of the month, rent on the apartment my parents temporarily moved into when they said the house needed major repairs. Utilities on autopay. Grocery gift cards I pretended were points from a work program. The 15th, Tessa's car payment because the dealership messed up the paperwork and somehow my name landed on it. Fridays, gas, money, little transfers with notes like for groceries and for Dad's meds. Except the pharmacy receipts never matched and the bags were always takeout. Every time I tried to pull back, I got the script. "Mom, we didn't ask you to be born responsible. You just are." "Dad, don't embarrass us by nickel and dimming." "Tessa, you're obsessed with control." It's creepy. Relatives chimed in like a choir. "Your parents raised you. Now you raise them. It's only money. You can't take it with you." It got worse this winter. Dad wanted a new truck before the old one explodes. Tessa wanted to upgrade apartments before the neighborhood turns. Mom wanted to host Easter like the good years, which somehow meant I was paying for a caterer and folding chairs. I started saying no in small ways. Declining the brand name Wi-Fi upgrade. Canceling a subscription no one used. The pushback was instant and mean. You're turning into one of those cold people. Mom texted. Classic Jordan, Tessa added. All math, no heart. Then came the little betrayals. A Best Buy charge that wasn't mine. A cable account opened with my email and a password I never made. A delivery confirmation to an address that looked a lot like Tessa's new building. When I asked, she said, we share everything. Don't be weird. Mom said, don't accuse your sister of theft. Dad said, if you weren't so uptight, we wouldn't have to sneak. The small break came on a Wednesday. I got a call at work from the landlord of my parents' complex. He asked if I wanted to renew the automatic deposit arrangement for another year and mentioned a late fee reversal he'd granted them because I'd always been such a reliable payer. He sounded cheerful, like we were teammates. I hadn't known about the late fee. I hadn't known they'd skipped a month. I hadn't known my parents told the landlord to call me directly if there was ever an issue. He had my number. He had my work email. He even had my calendar. That night, I drove over. I planned to stay calm. I brought my little folder of statements, like a dork. I sat on their second-hand couch, the one I'd paid for, and said, no more surprises. If I'm paying for something, I need to know what it is. Mom's mouth tightened. We feel attacked. Dad crossed his arms. Take that tone with your coworkers, not with us. Tessa laughed from the doorway. Are you going to invoice us next? Should we tip you? I'm tired, I said. I'm tired of being the only grown-up. And then Mom said it. Not loud, not dramatic, but sharp enough to cut through me. If it's so hard for you to be part of this family, maybe you shouldn't be. I didn't answer. I gathered my folder, went home, and lay awake staring at the ceiling. The next afternoon, around 4:10 p.m., my phone buzzed. Family group chat. A long gray block of text, blue check marks. That fake polite tone people use when they want to punch you without leaving a bruise. We need space from you. Please don't reach out anymore at all. I reread it 3 times. The period after it all did something ugly in my throat. 3 minutes later, Uncle Rick is helping us pack tonight. Please don't make it weird. Helping them pack from the apartment I paid for, using a moving truck. I'd probably helped Rick myself 2 years ago when his transmission died. Another message. We'll figure things out without you. It's better this way. I stared at the screen and felt something click into place inside me. Not rage, not sadness, just that final turn of a lock. I typed back slowly, of course. My thumbs hovered. I didn't send more. Not yet at 6:02 p.m. After the clinic closed and the office lights went flat, I sent the rest. Of course, I'll cancel my direct deposits first thing. It landed in the chat like a glass dropped on tile. Read by all. No response for a full minute. Then Dad. What is that supposed to mean? I took a photo of my little color-coded list and attached it. I kept it simple, line by line. Rent, Green Gardens, APS, $1,525 on the first utilities, City Power and City Water, averaging $230 monthly phone plan, for lines. $186 car insurance, Tesla Plus, Dad. $214 truck tires loan, Dad. $79 grocery carts. $300 to $400 streaming bundle, cloud storage, gym passes, $98 underneath. I typed. These end on the dates circled. I've already removed my card from shared accounts. I'll send you PDFs of confirmations. You have 30 days to transition the leases and services into your names. Tessa came in hot. You're sick. You're doing this to punish us. I answered. I'm doing this because you told me not to reach out anymore. I'm honoring that. Mom, don't twist our words. We said we need space from your attitude, dummy. Your message said, please don't reach out anymore at all. I'm stepping back. That includes my money. Dad, money is not the same as family. Money is exactly what you want from me. The rest you mock. The cousins started popping up in the thread. The little has joined bubbles showing one after another, reading it like a live show for their entertainment. A couple even typed and deleted. My heart was pounding, but my hands stayed steady. I'd done this 1,000 times with budgets and audits. I knew how to keep it factual. I dropped in screenshots. The overdue notice the landlord never told me about. the Best Buy receipt with Tessa's delivery address. The phone plan usage showing an international call to Ibiza on a night I was home eating soup. Stop humiliating us, Mom wrote. You did that when you lied? I replied that I'm done being an ATM with a face. Tessa, you'll regret this. People don't forget cruelty.me. Boundaries aren't cruelty. Then came the switch. It always comes. Rage burning out, manipulation sliding in. Mom, what will we do? Your father's blood pressure is high. I can't sleep when I'm worried. Dad, I worked my whole life, and this is the thanks I get. Tessa, I can't live in a dangerous building. Will you be happy if something happens to me? I breathed in out. I typed, I hope you're safe and healthy. I'm not abandoning you. I'm ending the financial entanglement that hurts all of us. If you want help making budgets or calling providers, I'll send instructions. But the payments stop. Silence. A full minute. Then a ping from an unexpected name. Uncle Rick. I'm here with them. I'll make sure the apartment is cleared. I'll return anything that's in your name. Tessa, don't text from my phone. Uncle Rick, it's my phone. Kiddo, that I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. Rick wasn't perfect, but he was fair. He ran a small moving service and knew how to separate stuff from nonsense. If he said he'd sort it, he would up Mom's last Hail Mary. If you do this, you're dead to me. The words made my stomach drop, but not the way they used to. They didn't land the same. I typed back, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's what people say when there's nothing left to say. I put my phone face down and sat in the dark office until the cleaning crew rattled by with their cart. That's when my hands started shaking, delayed tremors, the body finding fear only after the danger passes. On the drive home, I thought about turning back, about sending $100 labeled for emergencies just to soothe the old reflex. I didn't. I unlocked my apartment, fed the cat with the little blue scoop, and opened my laptop. I pulled up every account tied to my life and started cutting ropes. Canceling money is boring and brutal. Phone trees, security questions, repeating your mother's maiden name to a stranger who sounds 12. Explaining you're removing your card from a plan without oversharing. Writing confirmation numbers on sticky notes, because if you close the window too soon, it won't feel real. I started with the landlord. Sent a formal notice to end the automatic deposit arrangement effective 30 days from receipt. CC'd my parents and Uncle Rick, because I'm not stupid. I asked the office to address all future matters to the leaseholders only. The utilities were easy. Click, remove payment method, confirmation email. The phone plan was the worst. While I was on hold with the carrier, Tessa kept calling. I declined each one until she texted, answer me, or I'm coming to your door. I wrote back, we're both adults. Put the plan in your name. She replied with 40 voice messages. I didn't listen. 9:15 p.m. Uncle Rick texted privately. I've packed their stuff. They're staying with Aunt Carol. Found 3 unopened boxes with your name, returning them tomorrow. I thanked him. He replied, I'm not in the middle. I stay at the edges. Proud of you. KID.by 10 p.m. The family chat exploded. Cousins asking if this was real. Aunt Grace typing, we never expected this from you. Exactly. They expected the opposite forever. Tessa posted a photo of a half-empty room. This is what abandonment looks like. Mom wrote, my son turned his back on us. Heart reacts, praying hands, as if emojis paid bills that I didn't clap back. Instead, I uploaded a PDF of resources, renter's aid, utility help, budgeting tools. At the bottom, you're capable. You always have been. This is me believing you. By midnight, fury shifted to logistics. Who has a spare car? Can we add Mom to our plan? Watching it was like tracking a storm on radar. Chaos, then quiet. Next came threats. We'll never forgive you. Then bargains. Just keep the phone plan. Then guilt. You made your mother cry. I copy-pasted one response. I'm not discussing this over text. The payments are over. If you want to talk about non-financial things, I'm here. 2 days later, a DM from Cousin June. I left the chat. It's ugly. You've carried them for years. I'm proud of you. Something softened inside me. Not relief, but space for relief later. That evening, Uncle Rick dropped off the boxes, a blender unopened, towels still in plastic, a router they never installed. Little dumb symbols of my later. He stood in the doorway. They'll be mad a long time, he said. Then they'll be hungry. Anger doesn't cook dinner. I don't want them hungry, I said. Then don't confuse food with enabling. You know the difference, Rick told me. The next week was messy and quiet. I signed up for the retirement match I'd always skipped. I took long walks without my phone. I booked a therapist. I told Priya I didn't know what to do with free hours. Breathe in them, she said. So I did. Friday, Mom texted, Sunday dinner at Carol's. Come and apologize. We'll move forward. It read like a summons. I almost went out of habit. Instead, I wrote, No, I love you. I won't discuss money. I'm not coming to be shamed. She answered, You're choosing strangers over blood. I replied, I'm choosing peace. The line went quiet. A month later, life is smaller in the right ways.